Hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I am going to show you my best triangle offensive plays for high school basketball teams. Hello everyone, my name is Alan. On this channel I show you basketball drills, skills, plays, and everything else about basketball for coaches, players, and parents. So today I am going to show you my best triangle offensive plays that are used at the high school level. So let's go down to the clipboard and let me show you some of the best triangle plays you could use with your basketball team. So with this first play, we are going to have player 1 passing to player 4, and player 1 is going to then cut over to that low wing. What we're going to have here is player 4 can pass to player 1. Obviously, this is a triangle. And from there, once player 4 passes to player 1, a few different things can happen. So personally, what I like to see is player 1 passing to player 5 if he's posting up his man. If he's able to get in front of his man or beside his man, having player 5 then on that side, that would be a quick, nice, easy layup for player 5. Or what we can have is then have player 5 back screen on player 4 who could cut to the post. If he's open, hit him up for a layup. That would be fantastic. If not, player 5 is now out here. We can have player 1 pass to player 5. 2 is then going to run up to that line, basically the side of the key extended. And what we're going to have is player 5 passing to player 2. And we're going to have player 3 heading to the low post. Now what we're going to have is player 4 using or screening for player 1. 1 is going to then pop up to that free throw line extended, and that's where player 2 is going to pass player 1 the ball. 4 is then going to pop out, and we're going to have player 2 cut down to that triangle now, and now there's a triangle on this side. So this is a continuation. You can always have the opposite team. Where are we going? Right like that. And then we can swing the ball around continuously just like we did the first time. In this next basketball play, this is a very interesting one. I hope that you enjoy it. Basically, player 1 will pass to player 4, and player 1 will then cut down to this post. Player 3 will then screen for player 2, and player 4 will pass to player 2, totally forgetting about these two players. Now what's going to happen is player 3 is going to go and screen for player 2, and 1 is going to screen for player 4. So they initially had that triangle on this side, and player 4 is going to use 1 and 5 as a screen, and we're going to have player 2 using 3 as a screen as well. Now what's going to happen is player 4 may be open for a 3-point shot, and then player 3 is going to then go down to the low post as well. And now we have a triangle on this side. We're going to have player 5 and 1 clear out. And you can run the triangle on this side, pass, back screen, and continue through like that. Or you can add another play on top, which is the next one I'm going to show you. Now on this one, instead of player 1 passing to player 2 and going down to that low wing, what we're going to have here is player 1, he is going to then pass to player 3, and 1 is going to cut across the key. If he's open, hit him up for a pass. If not, he's going to go out to that far wing, and now we're going to have player 5 pop up, and 2 is going to fill player 1's spot. Player 3 is then going to pass to player 4, and he's going to cut down to the post, and now we have once again a triangle in this corner, which can lead to multiple different options. Player 4 could pass to player 3, and 4 would then use 1 as a screen. He may be open for a 3-point shot as well again. Or we could have player 3 pass out to player 1, back screen for player 4. He may be open going into the low post. If not, he can pop back out and then post up. He may be open. And then you can swing the ball around this way as well. So we could have player 2, 1 passing to player 2, and then next we could have player 5 going to the low post, which is personally what I prefer, And we could have player 3 going through and popping up to here where player 2 can pass him the ball, and player 1 then could use the 2 screens as well, where player 3 could pass him the ball for a 3-point shot as well. If he's not open for a 3-point shot, well, look, we're back in that triangle once again, so you can continue to run through the triangle offense one more time. One more set triangle play is player 5 could show to the high post, and that's where player 1 will pass him the ball. And he would then run by player 5. This could be a dribble handoff. If it is, player 1 has to go in for the layup. If not, he will pop out to that low wing. And what we will have now is player 5 could take his man one-on-one. Or what we could have as well is once player 1 pops out, he could then screen for player 3, who could go down to this low wing, or he could cut towards the basket where he could get a bounce pass in for a layup as well. And that is just one more option for the triangle offense that you could use with your high school basketball team. To set up the triangle offense, there are multiple different ideas of how to set it up. Now, this is the basic setup. This is how everyone's going to set up the triangle offense at first. Personally, what I like to explain to my players is you're going to have the wings on the free throw line extended, and you're going to have the 2 guards at the top of the elbows, so these are the elbows, and then you're going to have a player in the low post or in the high post. That is 2 different options. It could be run on that side as well. Now, what you could run is an offside or a weak side triangle. And what you can do here is, let's say for example, player 2 passes to player 1. So player 2 started with the ball and player 1 gets the ball. He could still cut to that low wing, but now what we can have is player 3 running a screen and roll with player 1 on the weak side. The bonus to this is player 3 could get the ball, go towards the basket, player 5 could move to the high post, and now that's a hammer pass out to player 2. And now they can set up the triangle. Obviously, player 2 could also take the 3-point shot. And then we can have these players fill out, and now you again have that triangle offense on that side where you initially did not start on that side. Another option is what you could have now, where you could have player 1 pass to player 3. You could then have player 1 go and set a screen for player 3, but instead of a screen on this side, he can wrap around screen on that side. Player 3 could then go down to this low wing where he could take the 3-point shot. But what I've seen a few times is now player 5, right after player 3 uses one as a screen, we could then have player 5 back screen for player 1, who is now cutting towards the rim. If he's open, hit him up for a layup. If not, you are still in a nice triangle offense, and there may be a mismatch in one of these 2 players. And now one more triangle offense that I will show you. This actually won it was about 2 or 3 games. The last time I coached the triangle offense, this is about 2 or 3 games we won with this play. So we have player 1 passing to player 2, and player 1 is going to use 5 as a back screen, and he's going to cut across the key. Now, many times this is going to be open. If not, 1 is going to go down to that low wing, and now you're going to have player 5 rolling towards the basket after that screen. He may be open as well. And now you're going to have player 4 screening for player 2. This will be a screen and roll. He may be cutting towards the basket. The idea behind this cutter is if he's open, you could hit him up. The defense could then play help defense, and that'll be a nice, quick, easy pass and layup. Now, if that's not an option, he will cut through. These 2 players will fill those 2 spots, and now again you have a triangle offense on this side to continue through and will hopefully score. So there you have it. I hope these plays will help you like they have helped me in the past. And if they have, hit the like button, subscribe, comment below. And the question of the day is, have you ever seen any of these triangle plays run against yourself, or have you ever used these plays yourself? Anyways, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I make these videos every single day. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Looking for a great basketball workout? Check out these Victorem bands. They're absolutely amazing. You can attach them onto a pole, you can work on your first step, or somebody can hold you back and you can run with it and work on your legs. Check them out in the link in the description below. They're amazing. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also the opposite direction or the opposite side is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.